How can you tell that summer has arrived in Stuttgart? Easy. There's a sudden increase in the sightings of both convertibles and tennis stars. And we're very happy that today you are part of the scenery as well. Mercedes-Benz and the Mercedes Cup are a great match, not just because they share the same first name. Both stand for athletic appearances. Speaking of athletic, we have one of the world's greatest tennis athletes here with us, Roger Federer. It's great you're joining us. Thank you. What's more, both this tournament and our company have impressive traditions. Weissenhof celebrates its 100th anniversary this year. And, as you know, Daimler is 30 years older than that. If you've checked out today's program at the Mercedes Cup, you've seen that this is Kids' Day. That's obviously not the reason we've invited you here today, but it's still very fitting. We're presenting a car that is not only popular among people who need to transport lots of sports equipment, but also among families. Our all-new Mercedes-Benz E-class Estate. Without giving away too much upfront, this model is a perfect combination of design, intelligence, and space. After all, in our experience, the fact that you might be a mom or a dad changes nothing about one's love for exciting cars. Here's a man who's a textbook example for this thesis, and who will tell you more about our new star right now. Ola Kalenius, the stage is yours. Thank you.
Please welcome Ola Kalenius, member of the Board of Management of Daimler AG, responsible for Mercedes-Benz cars, marketing and sales.
Thank you, Bettina. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to all of you here at the Mercedes Cup. What a great setting for a world premiere of our new star. On a related note, I think that the attitude of great athletes is not unlike that of Mercedes-Benz. As my fellow countryman and former tennis star Björn Borg once said, I want to win, even in practice. Well, he won a lot, including this tournament, in fact. And at Mercedes-Benz, we like to win too. That is what our motto, the best or nothing, is all about. Our trophy is the trust and loyalty of our customers. And I'd say we've done pretty well lately. May was our 39th record month in a row. Does that maybe qualify as an automotive grand slam? I don't know. One of our major growth drivers just stepped onto the court in April, and it is our new E-class. We're convinced this car is a true champion. Already, reactions exceed our expectations. On the first weekend alone, around 130,000 people visited our German dealerships to get a first-hand impression of this amazing car. For many of you, the new E-class is no longer a mystery either. You've joined us for the world premiere in Detroit. You have been to the press drive in Portugal. Another category of cars that is extremely popular right now are SUVs, with a 47% sales increase for Mercedes-Benz this year. So some people might ask, given the high demand for SUVs, why do we need estates at all? The answer is simple, because their fan base is as solid as the clothing rules in Wimbledon. In Europe, 1 out of every 3 E-class models we sell is an estate. In some markets, it's even 1 out of 2. Plus, the E-class estate is the only premium estate in the US market. Pretty strong arguments in its favor. So what do customers love about the E-class estate? It combines all the advantages of our E-class sedan, such as class-leading safety and a beautiful design, with benchmark space and functionality. A winning setup, especially for families and people who are very active in their free time. Now, I'm not a tennis pro, but I've heard that a match is first and foremost won in the mind. And intelligence has always been important when it comes to winning points in our business as well. The new E-class is second to none in this regard. It's the world's most intelligent business sedan. Of course, its new sibling shares these good genes. That brings huge advancements in terms of safety, for example. I'm sure this will convince many buyers, especially those who are parents. After all, children are the most valuable commodity that we ever transport. At the same time, trying to drive while the kids are fighting in the rear is one of the great challenges in life. As a father of 3, I think I know what I'm talking about. Our new E-class Estate comes with the same intuitive control systems and with all the assistance systems that you know from the E-class sedan. As you know, the E-class is a major player in the move towards autonomous driving. For example, the car can brake autonomously in dangerous situations, as for pedestrians crossing the road. And with Drive Pilot, it can follow vehicles ahead of it at speeds up to 210 kilometers per hour. I tried this, pretty amazing. But there are many more ways in which our new Star can assist you. We have expanded the range of services we offer in the framework of Mercedes Me. Now they say it takes a whole village to raise a kid. I'm not saying that your E-class Estate can help you with that, but I know as a parent, 2 hands, 1 head, 24 hours a day, sometimes doesn't seem to be enough. And you're grateful for every task you don't need to worry about. With Mercedes Me, we have some ideas to support you, like our new Concierge service. Have a look.
What's so great about the new Mercedes-Benz Concierge service? Here's an example. Say you want the perfect Mercedes Cup experience. You could step up your tennis game, fly into Stuttgart, and win the trophy. If you're a little out of shape, you could get in line and wait for a ticket, or surf your way through the internet to buy one online. You've got better things to do? We don't. With our concierge service, we're happy to book your ticket, find a nice hotel, and send the most beautiful route to Stuttgart directly to your navigation system. There's only one task left for you: having a great time. Our concierge service can assist in many ways, from bookings to recommendations for routes, our points of interest to weather reports, stock quotes, as well as the results of today's tennis matches. How does it work? You can call our concierge service directly from your car. Alternatively, you can reach us online or through our Mercedes Me app. We will either send the information you seek to your car's head unit or contact you via SMS, email, or phone. In other words, with our Mercedes-Benz Concierge service, we make your lives a little easier 24/7, wherever you are.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, when your to-do lists get too long, we've got your back. Here's what it looks like in your car. You press the respective button, get a phone connection to our concierge service, and tell our friendly colleagues how they can help you. If you like, they can send the necessary information directly to your car. It is incredibly convenient. And there are still more reasons to root for our new E-class Estate. On top of the list is its great functionality. With a maximum capacity of more than 1,800 liters, it's got the biggest loading volume in the premium segment. This is the only passenger car that can actually transport a standard Euro pallet, and probably the world's most attractive vehicle to do so. What's more, you could load it with roughly 12,000 tennis balls. We put them all in the pillar you can see behind you, over here. It's impressive, right? That should be enough for a few hours of training. However, in many cases, flexibility is even more important than mere loading volume. So we have stepped up in that respect as well. Take the cargo position of the rear seats, for example. By moving them into a steeper position, you can increase the car's load capacity by 30 liters while still offering enough space for 5 passengers. Also, the rear seats now have a 40-20-40 split. This opens up a wide range of possibilities for use as 5, 4, 3, or an even 2-seater. As you can see, this car adjusts to your family planning. By the way, it's also the quietest car in its segment. So it's ideal to drive around the block until your baby falls asleep. In case that turns into a longer ride, you don't need to worry about fuel consumption. For example, our all-new diesel engine comes with a standard consumption of only 4.2 liters per 100 kilometers. And thanks to supreme technology, its NOx emissions are extremely low as well. Of course, in times like these, we don't just say so. We had the independent experts at DEKRA test it under real-life conditions. Summing up, our new E-class estate is the best estate ever built. And that's not all. We've also got a version for those seeking a perfect combination of practicality and punch. A Swedish manufacturer explained the idea in the 1980s. But I think at Mercedes, we found a more attractive way to implement it. You guessed it. I'm talking about the new Mercedes-AMG E43 estate. Its turbocharged V6 engine offers a high torque at low revs for relaxed cruising. Plus, with 401 horsepower, you get enough oomph for dynamic sprints. So if you're a combination of a family guy and a top performer, this is your car. And we have someone here with us who clearly fits that description, a man who has held the world #1 position longer than anybody else, 302 weeks, of which 237 consecutive weeks, and has won no less than 17 Grand Slam titles. Björn Borg called him the greatest player to ever play the game. Please give it up for Roger Federer.
Hello, hello everybody.
Welcome, Roger.
Thank
Welcome to Stuttgart and to this E-class premiere. What's your take on estates? Is that something for you?
Well, I think so. You have 3 kids, I have 4 kids, and I'm a sports guy, so hearing about AMG is always very exciting. But in my country where I grew up, in Switzerland, I've seen the estates everywhere. So for me, this is a car I think is very practical. It's lovely for family, and you can drive it in a very sporty way. So I think it's a perfect car for a lot of people.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Maybe it makes my job easy to sell one.
Yeah.
Who knows? So if I would go for it with you, are you more the kind of serious version type of person, or do you want to go for the full Monty with the AMG? What are we talking here?
I mean, I love AMG. Thankfully, I've had some AMG cars in my life, and when you get into one of them, they just drive unbelievably well, and they, like you said, they have this power where people look for, and so tomorrow actually I'm going to go visit AMG as well, so I'm very excited about that. So I would probably have to pick the AMG, yes. And
So?
I don't know, I wonder which one, if they're going to look as good as the sedan, so I'm curious to find out.
Okay, that's a good cue here, as good as the sedan. Some people actually say it looks even better than the sedan.
Okay.
And we are here in Stuttgart, very close to something that is called the Weissenhof Siedlung. It's a very famous neighborhood of Bauhaus estates. And I think we have some parallels here, the pure shapes of Bauhaus, but with the added emotion and I would say sensuality of
this channel OldBenz. Thank you for attention. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel.